Awaji Samatun Tain, Radio Voice of Sindh, London.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Hare Krishna. Dada Shah. Good evening and welcome to the Worshipful Mayor of Brent, the Worshipful Mayor of Barnet, dignitaries and honourable guests, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Design Your Destiny with Didi Krishna Sadhu. My name is Shivi and it is my honour to be hosting this program this evening. Now, once again, for those of you who may have just arrived into the room, I can remind you to please put your mobile phones on silent, or better still, turn them off altogether. That will make sure that we all have an optimum experience here this evening. Now, tonight marks one of the flagship events for the Sadhu Vaswani Centre UK. And I'll begin by giving a very brief introduction to the Sadhu Vaswani Centre. The SVC was established in 1980. Which consisted of spiritual gatherings in people's houses. It wasn't until 2004 that we were able to welcome dearest Sadhu Sadhu Vaswani to inaugurate our centre in Cricklewood, which continues to thrive with events, programs and activities for the whole community. Now tonight is poised to be a joyous event, which will begin with some more information about the Sadhu Vaswani Centre UK, and the activities that they embark on, before the main program with Didi Krishna Sadhu, which will be followed by a meditation. After the meditation, we will have Langar Prasad served in the hall. Please also remember that we do have a bookstore in the lobby, which is offering 50% off today. Now, as I mentioned, this does mark the Sadhu Vaswani UK's flagship event. And seeing so many of you here today is simply incredible. The SVC is hosting a number of other events during Didi's time here in London, including the Gurukul program tomorrow evening at 5:30 and our Bridge Builders Workshop, Breathe and Be, at 10 a.m. on Sunday, both at the Sadhu Vaswani Centre in Cricklewood. Now I want to give a special mention to everyone whose first time is attending one of these events, so welcome to all of our first-timers as well. Now, the Sadhu Vaswani Centre in Cricklewood, as I've mentioned, hosts a whole range of events. And to tell us more about those activities, please join me in welcoming Sanam Barwani.
Good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome again from the Sadhu Vaswani Centre UK. Thank you, Shivi, for that wonderful introduction. I'm only going to take 5 minutes of your time to run through the 12 activities that Sadhu Vaswani Centre UK does throughout the year. So the first one is we hold weekly spiritual gatherings at our centre in Cricklewood. And we have that every Sunday, 12:30 to 2 p.m. We've got more information on our website. We also have our registration team outside, and you can give them your details if you're interested in keeping up to date with our events. The second one, and one that is very close to my heart, is Gurukul. Now, Dada believed that the seeds that we plant in the young minds are the ones that are going to take us into the future. Every fortnight, we hold Gurukul classes, which is value-based classes for children between 3 to 12 years. And these classes are filled with value-based education. We focus on British values as well. We focus on our Indian culture. And we also do a lot of arts and crafts activities and link them to these values. Shivi mentioned that we've got a Gurukul program tomorrow. We will be putting up the flyer, but we also have a registration team outside. I do encourage you, if you've got children, grandchildren, between the ages of 3 and 12, please do register, because you're going to get the wonderful opportunity to have your kids hear directly from Didi Krishna. She's going to do mantras, storytelling, and some of our Gurukul children are having a dazzling performance as well. So please do register. The next one, and something that's really important to us, is Sindhi classes. Now we hold them once a week in a blended learning format. We've had classes since 2023 when Didi Krishna started them on her last visit, and we're going to introduce beginner classes soon. Dada believed and emphasized the importance of learning the Sindhi language. And if we lose our link with our language, we also lose that link with our rich heritage and culture that our forefathers have left us. So these Sindhi classes are a way of bringing us back to our culture and our language. The fourth activity is Bridge Builders. Bridge Builders is the youth wing of the Sadhu Vaswani Mission. And we have bridge builders all over the world. So most of our centers across the world has a bridge builders youth wing. We hold monthly sessions, and during these sessions, it's not just, bridging that gap between different generations, but it's also coming together and focusing on different topics. We do book club as one of the topics. So if you are interested, you can register to be a bridge builder and enjoy some of these activities. We do have a bridge builders event called Breathe and Be on Sunday, the 27th of April. We've got our registration team outside. If you are interested and between the ages of 18 to 45, please do register yourself. Silver Sunday. Since 2012, the Sadhu Vaswani Centre UK has been doing seva for the senior members of our community. We've got dedicated drivers who go out into the community to pick up our seniors and bring them back to Sadhu Vaswani Centre UK. We have motivational speakers, we've got games, we feed them, we have spiritual gathering with them, and then we take them back home. This is a way to bring them back into the community, to combat loneliness, and give them a sense of purpose, to come together and meet their peers. So this is one of our amazing activities that we do for our seniors in our community. 46 years, the Sadhu Vaswani Centre UK has been doing weekly homeless feeding. We come together every Wednesday at Lincoln's Inn near Euston Station and feed the homeless there, and it's a great way to give back to the community. If you are interested, please do let us know. We're looking for volunteers. It is a great opportunity for you to feel good in doing something for somebody else. How many of us here love food and like to try different cuisines? Well, you're not going to be disappointed, because the Sadhu Vaswani Centre UK holds an annual vegetarian food festival where we have a day of fun and games. So for the last 15 years, we've been having this festival. We've got a day of fun and games, a day to taste different cuisines from all over the world and to meet the different members of the community. We focus on vegetarian food, but we also do it with a sense of purpose. We focus on different topics and bring attention to different topics. Our next one is coming soon, on the 10th of August, and we've got a theme of Renaissance. So how can we improve the green spaces around us? We need our green spaces to breathe, so how can we bring attention to that? So it is on the 10th of August. Everyone is welcome. You don't need to register, just turn up for a day of fun and enjoy all of the lovely delicacies that we're going to serve you. Each of us have 9 treasures and an amazing opportunity to donate our organs when we can no longer use them. The Sadhu Vaswani Centre is an approved organ donation partner with the NHS, and we've got a desk outside. It is to increase awareness among the Asian communities, because it is so hard to find organs for people from Asian communities. It takes up to 3 years to find a match, and so if we can do something good after we are gone, And that is a blessing in itself. We want to thank Ms. Prafulla Ben Shah. She is the ambassador of NHS organ donation and has been an amazing support to Sadhu Vaswani Centre UK in our organ donation campaign. We do have an NHS organ donation desk outside. If you would like to pledge to be an organ donor, please do go and pledge to do this. Now, the Sadhu Vaswani Centre also runs a theatre workshop. It is a great way to build character and to spread messages via different medium. We've had 3 plays that we have put on stage in the past, and there's more coming. So if you are interested and you've got the theatre bug in you, do let us know. We're looking for more actors, actresses, producers, directors, whatever you would like to be, whatever role you'd like to play. If you're creative and like to do the visuals, please do get in touch with us. For the past 3 years, the Sadhu Vaswani Centre UK has been partnering with the Salvation Army along with Little Lambs Nursery to donate toys to those that need it the most. So last year, the Sadhu Vaswani Centre UK and Little Lambs Nursery helped close to 80 families to donate toys between the ages of 0 to 16. Imagine the joy on those children's faces when they received the gift, which they didn't think that they would. Don't we all feel happy when someone gives us a gift? Yeah, we all feel happy, right? It puts that smile on our faces. So imagine 80 families got to experience that joy on Christmas morning. And if you would like to be involved in this, please do let us know. It takes an army to get this done. So please, it is a great opportunity. Little Lambs Nursery, the little gem of the Sadhu Vaswani Centre UK. The Sadhu Vaswani Mission believes that education is the greatest gift that you can give a child. It is the foundation for their future. Back in 2016, when beloved Dada J.P. Vaswani visited London, he made a small request to open a school for children here between the ages of 6 months to 5 years. Within 18 months, the Sadhu Vaswani Centre UK opened its doors, and Dada himself came to inaugurate Little Lambs Nursery. Now we offer a unique blend of the early years curriculum, value-based education and character building. So if you've got children between the ages of 6 months to 5 years old, our Little Lambs Nursery team is here, our head teacher. Hello, Masuma. We can introduce you to them, and we welcome you to register your children and grandchildren, future children to Little Lambs Nursery, because this is the foundation that they need for their future.
You need a round of applause.
Thank you, Masuma. Now, the last activity is a new one, and an initiative of Little Lambs Nursery, which is clothes recycling. Many of us have clothes that we have no longer use for, and this is a great way to give back to the community and find a new home for the clothes. Last year, the Sadhu Vaswani Centre UK, along with Little Lambs Nursery, managed to recycle a ton of clothes and raise £500 for underprivileged families. Can you imagine how much we all can contribute? So this is a new initiative. We're always looking for new things to do, always looking for new ways to give back, and this is another initiative. Now, we have grown since 2004 when we opened Sadhu Vaswani Centre in Cricklewood Lane. We do want to expand. And these are computer-generated images of what we hope Sadhu Vaswani Centre looks like in the future, subject to planning permission. If you are interested in keeping up to date with the progress, please do let our registration desk know. Thank you very much for listening to me and having patience. I will now leave you with the Meatless Day video, followed by the Moment of Calm video. Thank you.
Thank you as well to Sonam Bhavani for her wonderful presentation on the activities of the Sadhu Vaswani UK. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, if I can please remind you that your mobile phone should be on silent or switched off before we formally begin the rest of the evening. And now, to begin what will truly be an enchanting evening, and of course to introduce Didi Krishna as well, please join me in giving a very warm welcome to the CEO of the Sadhu Vaswani Centre UK and a tireless volunteer of the mission, Mr. Didi Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dada Sham. Good evening, our beloved Didi Krishna, the worshipful, the Mayor for Brent, the worshipful, the Mayor for Barnet, dignitaries and honoured guests. On behalf of Sadhu Vaswani Centre UK, it is my honour and a pleasure to welcome you for this evening's special program. If you have been brought here by a friend or a family member, I assure you, you will hug them in gratitude, because there are going to be a lot of memorable moments to treasure. This is going to be a very enlightening evening. Didi, we welcome you to London. Last year, our hearts sank, and there was a huge vacuum when you couldn't visit us. We have waited a whole year to see you and hear you in person, not just on videos. Thank you for making time for us. And you'll see we've planned a small, cozy get-together with 600 people here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's always a privilege to hear an enlightened soul. Now imagine how much more of a blessing it is to access the wisdom across 3 generations and 2 previous masters. Didi Krishna, the global head of Sadhu Vaswani Mission, Pune, India, has been part of the mission since she was a toddler of just 3 years young. Yes, it deserves a round of applause. To have that mindset when a person is 3 is incredible. This was under the guidance of our founder, Sadhu T.L. Vaswani. You can see baby Krishna there. She was then trained and became the right hand to Dada J.P. Vaswani, a humble saint who lived by the principle, you first, I last. If we were to all follow that principle, there would never be any wars, there would never be any disagreements, all families would be living in peace. Didi has made it her life's goal to spread Dada's message, and many have called on her for guidance, advice and direction, just to listen to the principles of a simple yet fulfilling life. I can tell you this hall has heard many lectures over the years. But ladies and gentlemen, I don't exaggerate when I say, tonight the talk that you'll hear Didi deliver, Design Your Destiny, is nothing short of changing your life. And I'm not exaggerating. It was Mark Twain who said, the 2 most important dates in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Many of us will learn the latter tonight. Didi is here to give us her tips, tricks and techniques to shape our destiny and not just leave it to the stars above. We will learn how to live a life with purpose that makes a difference in the lives of others, and how we can make each moment count, starting with now. Didi, may I kindly request you to come on stage, please? Before you begin your discourse, Didi, may I request Mr. Nitin Mehta, MBE, and the Jain Group to come on stage for a special surprise. Please give them a round of applause. Mr. Nitin Mehta has been awarded the MBE for his services to animal welfare and his tireless campaign to promote vegetarianism and veganism.
Namaskar to everyone. The Jain community and the Sadhu Vaswani community, we have a very long history of working together, promoting common ideas. And it is such a wonderful privilege to see Didi Krishna here just today. I very much remember Dada Jashanji. I learned a lot from him. Some of the tricks I learned from him. Actually, I practice every day. But one thing that unites us is the concept of ahimsa, non-violence, and vegetarianism. So, we talk about an India which is now changing fast. We remember India of the 1947. We can see the India of 2025, and increasingly the world is looking towards India to find solutions to different issues. So we were able to give the world yoga, and believe it or not, every corner of London now has yoga centers. But I believe we can also give vegetarianism to the world. And you will be pleased to know there are millions of our English friends now in UK who have become vegetarian and vegan. And some of them actually prepare roti and sabji at the home. They are that good. This is something we have found, that those people who become vegetarian also go into yoga, meditation, find a guru who wants to go to India. The third thing I think everybody is now talking about is Sanskrit. There's a real renaissance of Sanskrit in this country. So that's the third thing we can give to the world. So we are at a stage where the world is looking towards India to give solutions to many, many problems. And one of the biggest is meat consumption, which is destroying our planet as we live. So if we want our future generations to have a good world to live in, we have to somehow convince the rest of the world to give up a meat diet. So together we can do this, and I hope that with Sadhu Vaswani Group, we will make millions of people in India give up a meat lifestyle, and in UK also. So today it's our great privilege to present the Mahavir Award to Didi Krishna.
Presented to Didi Krishna Kumari, your compassion for animals and promotion of a vegetarian and vegan lifestyle is exemplary. May you inspire people everywhere. We salute you, Indian vegetarian and vegan UK.
Thank you, Nitin Bhai. We are grateful for the honor you have bestowed on Didi Krishna. Thank you very much. Just a reminder before Didi starts that after the talk, Didi is going to take us on a journey to another realm with a short meditation. Didi, the stage is yours. Please give us your wisdom and your golden nuggets. Dada Shah.
Good evening to every one of you. It's such a joy to see so many familiar faces once again. And it's so nice to be in London on such a bright, sunny day. My first word is a word of gratitude. I feel grateful to the Sadhu Vaswani Centre of London for having organized this beautiful program. To every member, to every volunteer who's put in a labor of love under the guidance and leadership of our CEO, Mr. Deepu Medpuri. The entire team has really worked very, very, very hard, and I think they deserve a big hand. I feel sincerely grateful to all the dignitaries, to the honorable mayors and other dignitaries, and to each and every one of you who has spared time to be with us today on this beautiful occasion. And we feel grateful to the Mahavir Foundation for having bestowed this award. It was as early as the 1920s when vegetarianism was laughed at, vegetarians were mocked at. Today, not only vegetarianism but veganism has come to be our lifestyle. But I am talking of 1920s. It was then that Sadhu Vaswani, our revered founder, who was a great visionary, he raised this clarion call. What did he say? The day is coming. Mark his words. The day is coming, sure as the sun rises in the east, when meat eating will be condemned as murder. This was his prophecy. And today we are very close to its fruition. What the world needs today is love, but love in action. And love in action is compassion. I feel grateful to our very kind hosts, the Bojwani family, who have been so kind, so loving, so hospitable over the years. And now let's come to the topic of this evening's program. Do you all know the topic? Design your destiny. This is going to be an interactive session, so we all have to participate because we have come here to learn from each other. How many of us who are sitting here, how many of us believe that we have no control over our destiny? How many of us believe that we are mere puppets whose strings are being pulled? Be honest, sincere, and don't feel shy in raising your hands. Okay. Now, the next question. How many of us believe that we are creators of our destiny? Destiny is in our hands. There are some who didn't raise their hands for both. So I'm thinking of a third option for them. Or they are not sure. It's sometimes one way, sometimes the other way. So many times, one question arises in our minds. What is that question? If we all agree, however advanced we may be in our spiritual progress, in our material progress, in our mental progress, this question arises in our minds. What is the question? Why me? We keep on asking that question. Why me? Why me? Suddenly, we are diagnosed with an incurable disease. Suddenly, someone who's very, very near or dear to us is snatched away from us. Or even if a child with a disability is born in our family, or when problems and difficulties come and knock at our door, we ask this question, why me, isn't it? Do you all ask that question, or you all take it for granted? We ask ourselves. There are so many times when we are good to people, but they in return criticize us, malign us. They may be even in our family. They may be sitting next to you. Sometimes you will not expect someone, but that person will go out of her or his way to do a good turn to you. You must have seen there are people who put in sincere hard work, effort, but yet they don't achieve success. And there are people who put in no effort, but whatever they do, they are successful. Therefore, many of us, in order to try to understand, we try to go to astrologers. Isn't it? Even now, I think if an astrologer comes and sits outside the hall and says, I will make an accurate prediction about your future, I'm sure many of you will quietly slip and will be more interested in listening to the accurate prediction rather than in trying to listen how to design your destiny. Let us pick up a few situations. Does any one of you here get angry?
Never.
Don't say all. We have to speak for ourselves. Do we get angry? Yes. Yes. Suppose something has triggered you. There has to be a trigger, right? And because of that trigger, you have become angry. Not only are you angry, but you start venting out your feelings, and your face is red with anger, your ears are red with anger, and the other person just tells you, take a few deep breaths, you will feel better, you will feel calm. Just take in a few deep breaths. And you say to that person, you do the deep breathing for me and I will feel better. Can you visualize that situation? Or, how many of you have a packed diary? Or do you, or the ones who have assembled here today have plenty of time? Do you all have time? Yes or no? No. No. Just imagine you had a packed schedule. It was so packed. You had so many things to attend to. You had so many appointments, so many jobs to be completed. And you're just rushing from one thing to another, and you don't have time even to eat. Forget eating, you don't have time even to take a sip of water. You're so busy and you're just rushing from one task to another. And suddenly, you feel a bit dizzy, a bit lightheaded. Actually, this happened to someone who came to us just 2 days back. And you feel lightheaded. and someone asks you, have you eaten something today, or have you had a little water today? But you are so busy with your work, or you're so overwhelmed by it, that you say to that person, you drink the water and I will feel better. You eat the food and it will reach me, I will get the energy. Let's take the third scenario. This also is actually what I saw when I arrived in London. Suppose you go to receive someone at the airport. You're very excited, you're meeting your friend after a very long time. And when you come back with that person, you see that the key of the car is missing. You search in your purse, you ask your husband who's driving another car by mistake, did I hand over the key to you? Now, you're in a dilemma and someone happens to pass by from there. And you ask that person, can you help me? And that person says, of course, I can try to help you. What is your problem? And you say to him, I have left the key of my car, probably in my house. Can you give me your car key so that I can open my car with it? Now, what is common in all these three scenarios? What is the one thing common? There are three different scenarios. One thing common is that can you open your car with someone else's key? Can you fill your stomach if someone else eats for you? Can you feel calm if someone else takes a few deep breaths for you? Can you or no? No. But this is what we do with our life. We give the key of our destiny to others. And we tell them, please open, please handle our life for us. Remember, my dear friends, we all are creators of our own destiny. We are the architects of our life. We have that power to do it. We think we take ourselves to be weaklings, but we are not the weaklings that we take ourselves to be. Within each one of us lie unlimited reservoirs of the Spirit. All we have to do is to tap into those powers. It's as simple as that. But we, instead of tapping the strength that is within us, we keep on going to astrologers. Suppose, right now, just take a hypothetical situation. If I tell you that someone who's very, very close to you, maybe even in your family, is going to cheat you in the next 3 months. This is the prediction I make for you. What will you do? What will you do? Worry. That's all?
I will not believe it. I will not believe it.
You will not believe it. Wow. Any other answer? Keep a distance. But by keeping a distance, how will the prediction get reversed? I'm telling you, someone very, very close to you will cheat you. Many of you might lose your sleep. Many of you will have anxiety. And many of you will start doubting even your near and dear ones. Even if they mean good to you and are doing you some favor or are trying to help you, you will doubt their every intention. And what will happen? It will start embittering our relationships with so many, because we'll start doubting so many people. What is better? To know about what is going to happen to us, or to design our own destiny? What is a better choice? To design our own destiny. So today we have gathered together to consider how we all can be designers, creators. We have that power. And the first practical tip which I would wish to pass on to you, if you wish to design the destiny of your life, the first practical tip is, let us take care of our thoughts. We all have heard about the law of attraction, isn't it? Today, we keep on watching so many catchy videos on the subject. Not only our physical health is affected by our thoughts. Remember, whenever you think positive thoughts, you attract wellness towards you. Whenever you think negative thoughts, we attract illness towards us. Thoughts, they influence not only our physical health, they influence our emotional health. We are not meant to live lives of sorrow, of misery, of sickness. We are meant to lead happy, joyful, peaceful, loving, harmonious lives. Many of us are busy chasing happiness. We don't have to chase happiness. Happiness is in fact innate in us. It is within us. We don't have to look for it outside. It is only our thoughts that take us away from that center of happiness that is within each and every one of us. Many of us, we keep on focusing. On what do we focus? We focus on what we lack. We don't count our blessings. We keep on dwelling on our mistakes, on our inadequacies, and as a result, we create so much negative energy within ourselves. All we have to do is to be careful of every thought that we think. Remember, thoughts are forces. Thoughts are the building blocks of our life. Before giving space to any thought in our mind, we must weigh every thought. How careful we are about the weight of our body. Aren't we careful? We watch our calories, we watch what we are eating. Even if it is something that tempts us, we don't jump at it immediately. We tell our friend, try it out for me. If it's good, then I will waste I will have it and put on a few calories. We are so particular. But when it comes to thoughts, we are not at all particular. Weigh every thought before you give it any room, any place in your mind. Be careful of every thought that you think. Remember, thoughts are magnetic. What we think of, we draw that to ourselves. If we think of trouble, remember we are drawing trouble to ourselves. If we think of disease, we are drawing disease to ourselves. If we think positive thoughts, if we think healthful thoughts, we are drawing health, positivity, happiness, joy, love to ourselves. thoughts play such an important role. This is a real life incident of a world famous tightrope walker. Have you all heard of tightrope walkers? And this man had broken so many world records. He had crossed distances and broken those records, and his speciality was he never even had a safety net installed. He was so confident of his success. And he went on doing these stunts till the age of 70. Now he's 70 years old and he has to give a huge performance. Thousands of people have gathered together to see him. They were sure this will be another record that he would break. But unfortunately, he falls down from that tightrope and he dies. And they ask his wife, they said, what is the reason? And just imagine what the wife said. She said, from the past 2 to 3 weeks, he has been always saying this to me. This time, I'm surely going to fall. This time, I will not be able to break my earlier record. And she's saying it is only his thoughts that has led to his defeat. Today, there are so many fields of medicine, right? There is allopathy, there is homeopathy, there is Ayurveda. There are now so many alternate medicines that are coming up. Now, doctors are talking of a new field of medicine. It is called energy field, energy medicine. Every thought that we think affects our electromagnetic circle. Every thought that we think. And this electromagnetic circle in return affects our physical and our emotional health. Therefore, we need to be careful of every thought that we think. Do you all know how many thoughts each one of us thinks on an average? Any guesses? Thousands. Each one of us on an average thinks 60,000 thoughts every single day. And in today's generation, those who complain of overthinking, there is a research that says it goes even up to 90,000. Just imagine, we think so many thoughts in one single day. How many of those thoughts are positive? How many of those thoughts are negative? Are thoughts of criticism? Not only to others, but sometimes to our own selves. We are not confident about ourselves. Take care of every thought that you think. Thoughts are seeds. Thought is a seed that we are sowing in the field of life that has been given to us. Every thought is a seed. As you sow, so shall you reap. Afterwards, if we ask why me, we have no answer for it. But we have to be careful of what we sow. We can control only that aspect, but we can't control the fruit. Therefore, be careful of every thought that you think. There is a very amusing story of a man. This man, he had a habit. If he would just hear that an astrologer has come to town, he would go to the astrologer to find out what destiny has in store for him. And those of you who go to astrologers must have experienced that. One astrologer will tell you something, the other astrologer will tell you something exactly opposite. So many astrologers told him that your life is full of promise, full of hope, But there were other astrologers who told him that your future is full of doom, of destruction, and he would always get confused. And one day, he hears that a man of God, a saint, has come to his town. And he says, let me go to this man of God. Maybe he will be able to give me a solution. Whom should I follow? Should I believe the astrologers who tell me that your life is full of promise or hope, or should I believe the other astrologers? When he goes to the saint, he sees the saint is sitting outside in deep meditation. He waits there for the saint to open his eyes. And when the saint opens his eyes, he places his dilemma before the saint. And the saint says to him, the answer is very simple. You just wait here. I'm going inside and I'm coming out and I will give you an answer to your question. The saint goes in, and when he comes out, in one hand, he has 2 chalks. And in the other hand, he has a tortoise. This man was wondering, what has my question to do with this? But he was patient. The saint, he draws 2 big circles, very close to each other. One with he had 2 chalks, right? One black in color and one white in color. So he draws 2 circles of equal dimensions, one with the black chalk and one with the white chalk. And then he tells this man, let's move quite a few steps backward. And he draws a line there. And he says to him, now I'm holding a tortoise in my hand. And I'm going to let that tortoise loose. I'm going to let that tortoise sit on that line. And let's see which circle does the tortoise go to. If he goes to the black circle, then your life spells doom and destruction. And if he goes into the white circle, your life will be full of promise and hope. Can you imagine yourself in that place? His heart was beating fast and he started praying to God, God, now you have to do a miracle. My life depends on this tortoise. He starts praying hard and he sees that the tortoise is moving, and his heart keeps on beating faster and faster. His prayer is becoming more and more intense. And what does he see? That the tortoise is tilting towards the black circle. And he still keeps on praying, God, you can easily make him change his direction. It's so simple for you. But unfortunately, the tortoise has reached almost the edge of the line of the circle and is about to enter into the black circle. And what does this man do? He picks up the tortoise and he puts it in the white circle. And the holy man says to him, this is the answer to your question. Destiny is not a matter of chance. Destiny is a matter of choice. The choices you made yesterday are your destiny today, and the choices that you will make today will be your destiny tomorrow. You are a creator of your destiny. You are not a creature of your circumstances. Create your destiny, design your destiny, claim that power by changing your thoughts. The time is moving fast. I have brought with me 6 practical suggestions, but till what time do I have to go? Till what time is it? 8? 8:15, and 10 minutes are for meditation, right? So till 8:05. We'll see how many practical tips we can finish. Otherwise, I will just mention the practical tips to you. The second practical suggestion is, Let me ask you a question so that you all, I know you all are awake and focused, but let's see. The second practical suggestion. What is your richest possession? What is your richest possession? Health. Very good answer. Anything else? Relationships. Yes. Mindset. Yes. Family. Yes. Our richest possession is our time. Not only time, but every moment. If you want to take care of your thoughts, you need to take care of your moments. Not hours, not minutes, not days, not years, but every single moment. Time is your most precious possession. With a few moments or with a little time, you can buy an inch of gold. But with an inch of gold, you cannot buy even one moment. Can you buy? Time is priceless. It is your most, if you have time, you can look after your health, you can look after your mind, you can look after your relationships, you can look after everything. But first you need time. Time is your richest possession. Every lost opportunity, every lost moment is a lost opportunity. And opportunities rarely come back. Therefore, be careful of every single moment. This is very, very, very important. We are very particular when it comes to spending money. We think 100 times, is it worth it? But when it comes to spending time, we are so frivolous. After especially we have all got that gadget. Once we are on it, we don't even realize. We say we will be on our mobile just for 5 minutes. It's just a break. And an hour passes by. We are busy scrolling. Take care of every single moment. Every morning when we get up, we are credited with 1440 minutes in our bank account. It is up to us. How do we utilize every minute? Some of you may have heard the name of Dale Carnegie. Have you heard his name?
Yes.
In his days, ships, they often used to sink. Why? Because the water used to enter into the boat and the ship would get drowned. And he saw that the boatmen, they came up with an idea of trying to compartmentalize their ships and to create sealable compartments so that even if water entered into one compartment of the ship, because it was sealable, it would not overflow into the other compartment and the ship was protected, prevented from being drowned. Our life too is like a ship and we get drowned again and again with so many things to do, so many options that we have to take. And most importantly, what are we flooded with? We are flooded with distractions. There are so many distractions all around us. Not only the mobile, there are so many distractions. And therefore, very often, the ship of our life gets drowned. We get drowned in fear, in anxiety, in sorrow, in stress. Now we have come up with depression, burnout. There are so many words that we use today. If we want to save the ships of our lives, we must learn to set our priorities right. Let us learn to compartmentalize our lives. There should be time for self-care, which is most important. Because unless you take care of yourself, you cannot take care of others or even your family or even your work. When we all travel by airplane, that is the instruction that is given to us, right? In case of any emergency, first attend to yourself, then to your child. First priority should be given to self-care, then to our family members, our near and dear ones, to our work. Learn to prioritize your life. Let us know how to balance our life. It is only when we learn this art of balancing can we lead stable lives. So the first practical tip was take care of your thoughts. The second practical tip was take care of every single moment. Now let us come to the third practical tip. The third practical tip is to be able to take care of our thoughts, to be able to take care of our moments, to be able to take care of anything. What do you need? You need strength. You need strength and you need wisdom. And who is the source of strength and wisdom? It is God. So the third practical suggestion is stay connected. Stay connected. You may call it God, you may call it your higher self, you may call it your consciousness, you may call it energy. Stay connected. Every day. Begin your day with the simple practice of spending a few minutes in silence and connecting to this powerhouse, this reservoir of everything that we need, whether it is purity, whether it is peace, whether it is joy, love, happiness, freedom, whatever we need. Let us spend time and connect with this powerhouse, this reservoir that is within each one of us. This is very, very, very important. Just try it from today. Those of you who don't practice silence, every morning when you get up, before you reach out for your mobiles, before you do anything, 10 minutes of PQT. What is PQT? Personal quiet time. That time is only for yourself. It is for yourself to connect with that higher self, to connect with that source of power. Just imagine we have a powerhouse within us, but we are leading our lives as if we are surrounded by power failure. We keep on saying, I'm alone, I'm so helpless, this is what I cannot do. And there is a powerhouse within us. All we have to do is to connect. How particular we are to charge our mobiles every night. Aren't we particular? Not only do we charge our mobiles every night, but whenever we get an opportunity, we try to find an outlet. This is what we have to do. Charge yourself in the morning. And if possible, every hour, just 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Make this a rule of your life. Before you reach out to your phone, 30 seconds for myself. Close your eyes and charge with the powerhouse within you. You will see that every decision you make will be the right decision, will be an accurate decision. You will not have to waste time taking so many opinions and getting more confused. The same work you will do with more efficiency, your productivity will increase. Every morning, start your day with a few positive affirmations. With God, everything is possible. Today is going to be a fruitful day, a meaningful day, a useful day. Today, I will do everything with awareness. There are so many positive affirmations. Within me lie immense possibilities. I am a child of God. Happiness is my birthright. Begin your day with these affirmations. And during the day, keep on reminding yourself of these affirmations. Do we have eagles in London? Yes. Yes or no? Yes. Have you all, do you all know what is the one quality of an eagle? Eyesight. One, there is no time, so I am going fast. One quality of an eagle is that it can foresee a storm. If a storm is supposed to occur, the eagle can foresee a storm long before it actually occurs. But what does an eagle do? It does not try to circumvent the storm. It does not try to avoid the storm. It does not try to run away from the storm. But it uses the winds to rise above the storm. This is what we have to do. We have to use God's power, the power of our higher self, our true self, the wisdom of our higher self, our true self, to rise above our problems. Then problems will not daunt us. They will not become stopping stones, but they will become stepping stones to our growth. All we need to do is to connect with this powerhouse. Let's move on to the fourth practical suggestion. To connect to the powerhouse, we need to connect to God, we need to fly. And in order to fly, what do we need to be?
With wings.
Light. To be able to fly, we need to be light. Isn't it? When we have to fly in an airline, we are specified. You can carry only 20 kgs, otherwise you have to pay excess baggage. And then we are so particular. We pack and repack our bags. I don't know how many times. Should I take this or should I take that? Learn to be light. Light how? We keep on storing in our minds. What do we keep on storing? Every hurt. Every angry word that has been spoken to us. We keep on storing that in our mind until it becomes a wound. And then what do? We don't let the wound heal. We keep on opening that wound again and again and again, and we keep on sharing our hurts with others. Do you know, she said that to me. And the wound keeps growing deeper and deeper and deeper until it grows into a resentment. Keep yourself light. Every day, make this another habit. Just as you wake up in the morning to connect to your higher self before sleeping in the night, once again, set aside 5 minutes. And what do we do in those 5 minutes? Send out love to all. Send out blessings to all. Forgive everyone who has hurt you or tried to harm you, whether intentionally or unintentionally. Anyone who has maligned you, anyone who has ignored you, just try to forgive. Remember, forgiveness is a favor you confer on yourself. It is not something that you do for the benefit of others. Because when you forgive, you give yourself the greatest gift, which is the gift of peace. And if you don't have peace and if you have everything else, you will still continue to be unhappy. Learn to forgive and then take the second step, forget. I will not talk about it. There are so many instances I can give you how practicing forgiveness heals us physically. Literally, there are so many people especially in joint pains, arthritic pains, rheumatic pains. People have, even cancerous growths, people have seen miracles happen when they just let go and release. Let go right now, before you leave the soil. Just close your eyes for 1 minute and say, I let go. I let go of every hurt. I let go of every angry word, of every resentment, of every grudge that I am harboring in my heart. And I send out blessings. I send out love to all. Once you practice forgiveness, you will move to the next point, and the next point is compassion. Compassion is a corollary of love. Remember, the best giving is forgiving. Therefore, keep on forgiving, 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 forgiving. The more you forgive, the more you will be happy. Because remember, life is an echo. What goes out of you comes back to you. The more you give, the joy you give, the blessings you give, the happiness you give, the love you give, the respect you give will come back to you. We, instead of giving, we go around with our arms open. I need love, I need respect, I ought to get it. No. If you want love, you want respect, you want joy, be a giver. And let me do you all remember the practical suggestions? How many have I given you all? The first is, how many people are in this hall? The first practical suggestion is, take care of your thoughts. The second practical suggestion, time. No, time is a very general term. We think of time and we never take care of it. We are either busy, regretting over the past, procrastinating in the present, or fear of the future. Time, no, moment. Take care of every single moment. Third practical suggestion,
Connect to your God.
stay connected to your own self. You all are good at connectivity, very, very, very good at connectivity. But connecting outside, we have to just reverse and connect with ourselves. Today the buzzword is networking. If you want to succeed, you just need networking. And this is what, if you want to design your destiny, you just need to network with yourself. The fourth practical tip, become light. And how do we become light? When we forgive others. And the fifth practical tip is, grow in compassion, be a giver. What you give will come back to you. If you want a good destiny, give blessings to all. Go on helping everyone. We are so, when it comes to helping people, I don't know why. Even a simple thing like sharing a recipe, we will not give the full recipe. We are so scared that a person might make something better. It's so simple. Let her make, she'll make it in her house. How will it affect you? A simple thing. Learn to be givers. The more you share, the more you can design you'll expect a radiant future. And let us come to the last practical tip. The last practical tip is, trust the one who is in charge of this universe. Remember, there is a beneficent providence. God is too loving to punish us and too wise to make a mistake. Therefore, trust Him. The more you grow in faith, what does faith do? Faith is not blind. Faith is seeing with the eyes of the heart. And what does faith do? Faith, it creates a shield around you. It creates an armor around you. And what does that armor do? It protects you from all the arrows of sorrow, of fear, of anxiety, of hatred, whatever you may call it. Trust the one in charge. Grow in faith. Faith in yourself. Faith in the universe that is essentially good and fair. And faith in everyone who's around you. Stop doubting. We keep on doubting everything and everyone. And most importantly, don't doubt yourself. Have faith in yourself. Let me not speak more. I've already crossed my time. 8:11. Do we have time for the meditation?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, we'll have a very small meditation. And those of you who can practice that meditation, it will help you all to try to put these 5 suggestions into practice. It is, you may call it a meditation, you may call it a visualization, whatever you like. Let's close our eyes. Let's sit relaxed. Let your feet gently rest on the floor. And if possible, don't cross your legs. Keep a gap of 10 inches, 10 to 12 inches between your 2 feet. Sit completely relaxed, your back erect. Close your eyes and let us take in a few deep breaths. Let us inhale fully, completely, and as we inhale, let us feel our belly expanding. And as we exhale, let us exhale again fully, completely, and let us see our belly contracting. Keep on taking a few deep breaths. As you breathe in positivity. As you breathe out, keep on breathing out every fear, every grudge. Breathe in positivity, and as you breathe out, keep on letting go of the clutter that is within you. Let go. Exhale completely till you feel totally relaxed inside your mind. Now, bring to the screen of your mind, visualize an artist with a blank canvas in front of him. The possibilities open to him are infinite. He can create a beautiful, a gorgeous painting. Our life too is like a blank canvas. We have the choice. We have the freedom to use the colors which we choose. We have the choice to create a beautiful life, a meaningful life, a useful life, a life of freedom and fulfillment. Every thought that I think, every word that I utter, every action that I perform leaves a mark on my canvas. Sometimes obstacles and problems, they come to threaten us, overpower us. But just as an artist uses contrast, to beautify his picture, to enhance it, we too should use problems and perplexities and obstacles to enrich our lives. We should not try to run away from them. We should not try to resist them. But we should learn the lesson that they have come to teach us. We should use the freedom that has been given to us wisely and well. Remember, life is not only about doing. We focus only on the doing, but more important than doing is being. Let us learn to be in the present moment. Let us learn to be aware. Let us learn to let go. Affirm to yourself, I am aware. Aware of every thought. Aware of every word. Aware of every action that I perform. I am in the present moment. Use this freedom to create your destiny, to design your destiny, to be an architect of your own life and not a slave of circumstances. Visualize for yourself, what is the destiny that I want to create for myself? What is the destiny I want to create for my near and dear ones? What is the destiny I want to create at my workplace? And affirm to yourself, I have the power to do it. Within me lie immense possibilities. With God by my side, nothing is impossible. As you keep breathing deeply, feel grateful for the joy of this freedom that has been given to you to make the right choices. Once again remind yourself, today I will make the right choices. My destiny is in my hands. I will design my destiny. I will create my destiny. When you are ready, very gently open your eyes and carry the joy of this freedom with you as you return to your homes tonight. Thank you so much, Dada Shah.
Thank you everyone for your concentration and your engagement. during that wonderful talk. I'm sure that we can all take away something very powerful from this evening's talk by Didi Krishna. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite to the stage, for a vote of thanks, Anjali Lakhani.
It is with deep humility and immense gratitude that I stand before you today, honoured to deliver this vote of thanks on behalf of the Sadhu Vaswani Centre London and all of us gathered here to the one who has been our guiding light, our dearest Didi Krishna. Didi, in a world full of noise, you have been our silence. In our moments of doubt, your words have been our compass. You have not only taught us how to live, but how to live meaningfully. Like the sun that gives without asking, you have poured light into our lives, expecting nothing in return. Your presence is like a river, always flowing, always nurturing, and always moving forward. I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to you, dearest Didi Krishna, for your life-changing, deeply inspiring, and thought-provoking talk on Design Your Destiny. Didi, your words were not just a lecture, but a beautiful blend of wisdom, clarity, and practicality. You reminded us of the magnetism of our thoughts and keeping our more than 60,000 thoughts positive. And that we are all creators of our destiny. It is not something to be waited upon, but something we can shape with our thoughts and by managing those small moments. The simplicity with which you explained such profound concepts has given us all something to reflect on, but more importantly, to act on. Didi, may we always remain worthy of your guidance. May your light continue to shine on all paths, and may we never forget the gift of having walked even a few steps with you this evening, and of course, all 6 of tonight's practical suggestions. A sincere thank you to the worshipful, the Mayor for Brent, the worshipful, the Mayor for Barnet, and to all our esteemed and honourable guests, both from near and from far. We are grateful to everyone here at the Sadhu Vaswani Hall, and to our wonderful musicians and singers. Eshna Tulani, Ketan Kanabar, Naresh Patel, Sanjeev Sachdev, and Dr. Harish Wadhwani, who captivated us with their soulful melodies. We are thankful to the decoration team for creating this beautiful setup, and more importantly, and equally as importantly, to our band of tireless and very talented volunteers who have worked behind the scenes to make this event seamless and successful. Your dedication is what has made this evening possible. To all our attendees, thank you for being a part of this moment. We all leave tonight not just as designers and creators who have all the tools to design our destinies, but a little lighter, a little more compassionate, and wrapped in faith. Thank you once again, Didi, and thank you all.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I very much hope that everyone is going to put into practice at least one of the tips that we have learned this evening. I know for me, something that really resonated was that personal quiet time. It's a moment of peace in such busy lives that we all lead that can be truly meaningful. And even that meditation at the end of the talk was so inspiring, just to sit in the calm And to think about those 60,000 thoughts that we're each generating, imagine the positive thoughts that were in this room in those moments. We've really been truly part of something very special this evening. Now, we've been so fortunate to have dearest Didi in our midst. And tonight, as I said, has been a powerful event, feeding our minds, our bodies, and our souls. And I'm sure that everyone in the room will agree. Now, of course, we do have other programs, and we would love you to come along to them. And do ask our volunteer team who are around in the red lanyards. We'll be happy to tell you about these events. We've got the Gurukul tomorrow evening at 5:30, and our Breed and Be Bridge Builders Workshop on Sunday at 10 a.m, both taking place at the Sadhu Vaswani Centre in Cricklewood. And if you wish to be involved in any of the fantastic events that you've heard about this evening, including from Sanam earlier this evening at the beginning of the event, please do email us at info@sadhuvaswaniuk.com, or please do visit our website. And a special thanks to our amazing volunteers, as Anjali alluded to as well, who have been working tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure that this event was a huge success. And if you would like to be part of the volunteering team, please do sign up at the donation desk. Please remember that there is still the bookstall outside in the lobby, which is offering a 50% discount tonight, where you can continue to learn and take your journey further from this evening. Langar Prasad will be served in the hall. Thank you all for being part of this truly special evening, and thank you to Didi for gracing us with her presence. To everyone, please have a safe journey home, and I will ask that whilst getting your Langar Prasad in the hall, it is a smaller hall than this one, so please be patient, and if you would, before getting Langar Prasad, if you would prefer to stay in here and reflect on tonight's talk, and socialise, network with yourself and with each other, then please do be patient, and our ushers will be happy to take you into the hall later as well. Thank you once again.